a big shot unless we talking about hip-hop. Bad at TikTok, but I'll make movies like Hitchcock. Challenge Mitch, you'll barely make it like trick shots. Check your wristwatch, it's time for you all to quit. Stop trying me. I'ma be honest, I'm pretty glad no labels eyeing me. I'm independent and I don't want nobody buying me.
Yo, what up everybody, this is Mitch Thoreau, and today, this is honestly probably just gonna be Mitch's question session. Just finished episode 8 of the Acolyte season finale, and I got questions, I got thoughts, I got all types of stuff. So I will start by saying that this was one of the better episodes of the season. The finale being that is good and bad. I mean, you want to end on a high note, but also it's like, even just visually, I'm like, could some of the other episodes have looked like this? Like, that would have been dope if there was some of this in past episodes, but you know, is what it is. So Soul died, which I figured he would die. He died in a not creative way, but a way that I didn't expect. I didn't honestly expect Osha to force choke him to death. But it is what it is. Honestly, I think he had a good heart, but honestly, his actions just never really made a whole lot of sense to me. So it made sense that he died. So rest in peace, Soul, though. I did really love his character, and the actor killed it. Some theories were confirmed. Vernestra, is that the name? She was the one who trained Smilo Ren. Interesting that they added like the little political aspect of that senator. Actually, I like this a lot, that I don't remember his name at all, but the senator who doesn't like the Jedi, and again alluded to, someone's gonna go rogue, and who's gonna be able to stop him. Like, that makes sense to me, that people back then, or even just in like modern like Star Wars episodes 1 through 6 or 9, would dislike, well, let's say 1 through 6, would dislike the Jedi. Would be like, okay, you know, y'all think that you're all that, you're heroes and you're special and you're better than us. Like, we don't rock with you, especially political figures. So I like that little arc. I'm gonna be skipping all over the place, but I'm kind of excited, honestly. I love that. I knew it was gonna be Yoda at the very end. I knew that we were gonna see him at some point. It would make no sense to not see him. All those Jedi died who saw Smilo Ren. The only people alive now who have seen him are the twins, and I guess technically Vernestra knows, but she's a liar. they said Soul was rogue, he did all this himself, he killed everyone. I was like, wow. I literally out loud was like, they're lying. She's a lying. But it makes sense. My guess is actually, we'll not even get into my guess, because the biggest question I have is, are we gonna get a season 2? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been part of the group of people who are like, this show's ratings can't be great. A lot of Star Wars fans we're not really rocking with it. It's messing up canon. It's the acting's not great. The storylines aren't great. But this last episode had so much, and it definitely lends itself. It's a cliffhanger. If it ended right here, it would make sense. They're clearly banking on getting another season. And I don't know what the numbers are like, or if it made enough money back for them to justify it, but I'm kind of like, we kind of have to have a season 2. We saw Plagueis, guys. That blew my mind. I was like, they referenced possibly having him if there's a second season. We saw him on screen already. You know how pissed people are going to be if we just like, it got canceled. One time Plagueis is canon, and we can see it, like when it was canon, but like you actually see him on the screen in a cave, and then if that doesn't get fleshed out, if nothing happens moving forward, like something's probably got to happen with that. Smilo Ren is going to be training Osha. May had her mind wiped, but they're going to try to use her to find Smilo Ren. Like, is enough there for me to be interested in a second season if they actually do some of the stuff that they did right in some of the sporadic moments of this show. If they do that in a full season. They spent a lot of time fleshing out this story that didn't make a lot of sense. I feel like they could have, I don't know. I just feel like they didn't need to, they could have just jumped right into what we wanted, which was the, like Plagueis. Honestly, this could have been a Plagueis show, but I guess I get not just being like, boom, here's Plagueis, but I don't know. I just feel like the storyline that they kind of went with, I don't know, wasn't great, but I am really interested to see what OSHA turns into, because I'm not gonna lie, I think Kyber Crystal bleeding, I don't know if that's exactly how it typically works, where you can do it with the lightsaber still being intact, because I guess I don't know, I wasn't sure if like the lightsaber kind of, if the crystal became exposed, or because they made a whole point when the lightsaber got thrown to like show us the crystal, and I was like, oh, it's kind of weird that they showed us that, and then you see it start to turn red, so I'm like, maybe it's because it's kind of exposed, but that was really dope. We have not seen that before. I thought it was really cool, honestly, and I was like, okay, well, OSHA's made her decision, giving in on her anger, killing her former master. So really interested to see what she turns into. She could turn into a very strong, do I want to say Sith? At this point, I don't even know. I don't even know. I guess if Plagueis is the Sith, and then Smiley is the apprentice, and then what would maybe is the whole point is Smiler Ren trying to do what all the Sith do and have his own apprentice so he can be the master and kill off Plagueis. Of course, we know how that's gonna end, but anyway, I'm sorry this is all over the place, but I'm kind of excited. I enjoyed the last episode. The action was dope. All the action's been dope. The way it looked visually was dope. It looked like the most expensive episode. I liked all the storylines. Again, I like the fact that some folks don't like the Jedi. I like that they're asking for a third-party external review. A review of the Jedi is hilarious. I love that we're showing that Yoda is around. I'm really interested in what she's going to tell Yoda, because it's like, what, has he sensed any of this? What does the rest of the council think? I don't know. Is word going to be hidden? Like, oh yeah, Sith? No, Sith. That was just, Soul just did all this. I mean, if people buy that, then that would make sense, because then that doesn't mess up canon. So, anyway, overall, the show's been fine. I've had these last 2 episodes I liked more. I liked the first 2 episodes and the last 2 episodes the most, probably, which is interesting. But I don't know. There's some stuff I liked. I do always like getting new Star Wars. And at this point, I guess I'm on board with a season 2, just if for no other reason, Plagueis and seeing Yoda, and seeing what happens with Osha and Khmer. That's enough for me to want to watch a season 2, honestly. Do I think it's gonna be great? I don't know. Maybe they'll take some feedback from this season, but I'm interested. I'm kind of interested. So they did a decent job, at least at cliffhangers. So let me know what you guys think about the show as a whole. This episode, Plagueis. What? That's so dope to me. That was the coolest thing in the whole episode. I was like, is that Plagueis? But let me know, guys. This has been fun. I've only done 4 of these because I didn't intend on ever doing this, but I was so fed up after episode 5, I think, that I was like, I have to start making videos. 4 or 5. We'll probably be more structured moving forward with TV reviews, but let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Let me know if you rock with the show at all, if you hated it, if you want a season 2, if you don't want a season 2, if you want to just move on to the Rey movie, honestly. But hope you guys have a great rest of your night, great rest of the week. Like, subscribe if you haven't. Praise God. Praise.